Hello and welcome to the second installment of Little Stump News. I'm Matt Kimel.
And I'm Henry Lytle.
Today's show will feature Chinese New Year information, a special faculty car, our weather for the week, and finally another update on the struggles of senioritis.
We are excited to bring back some classic segments and also provide some new ones.
In the past couple of years, Christ School students have noticed that many of our Chinese students gather in the Bradshaw room to share a special dish during the day. This celebration is known as Chinese New Year. Ben Zhang wrote, Chinese New Year, which is often referred to as the Spring Festival, is a festival to scare away the monster in ancient China. According to ancient Han myths, there was a monster called Nian in ancient China, which means year. At midnight, every Lunar New Year, Nian would use the horn on his head as a weapon and attack villages. Every person in the village who was occupied by the Nian was slaughtered.
The monster also ate the livestock, crops, and people, especially the children. One night, Nian rushed into a village but was terrified and ran away when he saw red paper on the wall of a house during the celebration. Children are given pockets full of red money to bribe the monster away from them.
Happy Chinese New Year to everyone.
Teachers at Christ School all choose different forms of transportation, from Mr. O'Toole on his one wheel to Mr. Barnes with his Bronco. Let's head to Daniel Neuman with Mr. Barnes for more on his car.
All right, which package on the 2021 Ford Bronco did you get?
This is the first edition package, so it was a limited run of 2,000 models of the first edition. It has the bigger engine, 265 horsepower, some additional off-road features, but it has the luxury leather interior. There was no reality in which I wasn't getting the new Bronco. I grew up in a Bronco. My dad had early 70s Bronco, same exact color. So when they announced it, I knew I wanted to get one. I like to be outside. I like to live outside as much as possible. This car lets me get to the places where I can do that.
Thank you, Daniel and Mr. Barnes.
It's been a rainy week so far, and I know we're all excited to be moving forward towards the weekend. Stump weatherman AJ Simpkins has our weather for the week. AJ, what's the sky looking like?
Thanks, Mac. And unfortunately, I wish I could bring some better news, but this weekend we're not supposed to get the best weather for parent visitation weekend. So today it's supposed to be raining throughout the entire day with a high of 42 and a low of 35 with showers through the rest of the day. And Saturday is supposed to be very similar, starting off with a high of 42 and a low of 35 as well. Rain throughout the day, getting some heavy showers in the morning and scattering a little bit towards the nighttime. Sunday is supposed to also be pretty dreary and pretty rainy. We're supposed to have a high of 49 and a low of 35 with rain throughout the entire day. So make sure you bring your rain jacket. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Thank you, AJ, once again for that update.
Many sporting events have occurred in the past couple weeks, including national events like the Super Bowl and also Christ School sports. Here's Drew Redmond with a sports update.
Thank you, Mac and Henry. The Super Bowl was this past Sunday, and hopefully everyone got to go home for the long weekend. The game didn't live up to its hype and resulted in a 31-9 win for Tampa Bay, giving Tom Brady his 7th ring. For Christ School basketball, 3 of your very own Christ School seniors celebrated senior night last night with a home game against ACA. Luke Stone, Jackson Fender, and myself played their final home game of their Christ School careers. Thank you, seniors. The swim team competed in the state swim meet Monday and had a great turnout. They placed 7th out of the 16 teams that were there, which is the best since the 2016-2017 season. Congratulations, swimmers. And finally, spring sports begin next Monday, and since last year's spring season was canceled, I think the entire community is excited for the return of spring sports. I'm Drew Redmond with the Sports Update. Mac and Henry, back to you.
Thank you for that update, Drew.
Well, 2 weeks ago, we saw a glimpse of the hardships of being a senior, slacking off, losing focus, struggling to stay on track with homework and tests. All are symptoms. Patrick Wilds is here with more.
Usually goes to the gym before, during, after school. I mean, school's not really important right now. not really thinking about it. Guess that's a big symptom. So, senioritis is real. It's a real thing. Got diagnosed probably August of this year. I've been trying to go along with it and try to beat it as best I can, but it's getting me.
Thank you, Patrick, once more for taking us into the lives of those fighting against senioritis. After the week following winter break, our last home varsity basketball game, and exams for everyone, the Greenies are moving into the weeks before spring break. Remember that spring sports start this Monday, so keep a lookout for your first sport. Thank you once again for joining us on another episode of Little Stump News. From all of us here at CSBN, I'm Matt Kimel.
And I'm Henry Lytle.
We lay it out for you to play it out.